And last week was a lot of moving around, so let's see if we can keep up. Starting with Sunday, it was my last day in Hoi An. I actually had to head back to Hanoi, and I left really, really early in the morning, so the hotel gave me a breakfast box. I didn't know they actually do this. They offered this. I didn't even ask for it, but they packed it with so much stuff. They actually included a coffee. They included croissants, fruit, bottled water, yogurt, and a sandwich, which I scarfed down before I remembered to record. They gave me so much food, I had to give some of it to the driver. Anyway, landed back in Hanoi, and it was gray, dreary, rainy, cold, of course. So pull it together and get straight back into recording with my buddy Luke for this project that we're working on. One day we had so many serendipitous moments happening, like this guy randomly giving me his fishing pole so that I could try my hand at fishing. FYI, I'm terrible at it. Apparently, it was really, really bad. How'd I know it made for really good footage? So headed out to the train street to do some more recording. I've seen the train street, but this night we saw 3 friggin' trains. But what's wild is this time the train felt closer than it's felt before. Like I really thought my kneecaps were going to get taken off. Anyway, I've now seen the train street like 5 times in 3 different places, so I'm an expert on the trains in Hanoi. Moving on to Monday, another cold, rainy day, but I got out in these streets. And Sejal met up to get some work done at a co-working space. I gotta tell you, there's something to be said for mirroring. I love co-working with people. Of course, I went to boxing class because I am committed. And then that night we went to Tam V, which is the least expensive Michelin-starred restaurant in the entire world. And I had tried to go there before, but I didn't have reservations. But this time I was fully prepared. If you want to go to this restaurant, you need to go to their Facebook page or Instagram page and make reservations. We got a full set menu for 4 people and also a few extras. To keep it real, the food was okay. The chicken wings and the pork belly were fantastic. It ended up costing about $50 for the 3 of us to eat. No wonder how I was so happy. Anyway, we had a really good time. Into Tuesday, I started the day out doing what y'all know is my favorite thing to do in Hanoi, which is my boxing class. I like that we don't just work on boxing. We also work on blocking and slipping and stuff like that. It's a really great coach. After that, I went and got some Kham Gai, which is chicken rice, another popular dish in Vietnam. I hadn't had it yet, and so went and tried that. It was quite delicious. Angel and I went and split a dessert together. This was sticky toffee pudding. I'll be honest, desserts are hit or miss in Vietnam, but this is really good. And I love when my friends know the vibe and we dancing. We also got some work done. Another co-working session. I love the body doubling and mirroring. Co-working with people, it makes you super productive. And then later that night, I went back to recording our last bit of recording of A-roll for this project that I'm working on. I'm so excited to see the finished product and to share it with you guys. And then Wednesday, I got up and started packing because this was going to be technically my last day in Hanoi, but definitely my last day in my apartment. Didn't do much else that day, but later that night, I went to the mall for a meetup with the Blacks in Hanoi group. The Brothers and Sisters in Hanoi group, we met up. So glad I got to meet this crew. I'm so glad that my girl Michelle put this together. So Michelle and I have known each other for years, and she's been living in Hanoi for a little while. So she put this meetup together before I rolled out, and I had such a great time with them. That night, my girl Ha came over for drinks to hang out one last time before I leave. We stayed up so late talking. Sejal was there hanging out with us, and then Sejal had to go pack. And I stayed up talking for another hour or 2. She's so easy to talk to. I love having conversations with her. We have so much in common. I'm really gonna miss her. I had to keep moving. Speaking of moving, went to my very last boxing session with Tom. This has been such a pleasure and such a great thing for me to do while I'm in Hanoi. And then after that, I went back to packing this chaotic mess. Honestly, I hate packing. Felt a way that my last day in Teho was actually nice and kind of sunny, but whatever. We checked into my favorite place on earth, which is the JW Marriott in Hanoi, went straight to the executive lounge, and we saw fireworks outside of our window, which, I don't know, felt like a sign. Friday morning was me and Sejal's last morning together. We got up and got breakfast. I'm so glad she was able to come and kick it with me. And this was really on a whim. It's so cool that I have friends that can travel like this. It was hard to say goodbye, but I'm so glad we got to spend this time together. We said our sentimental goodbyes. I went to go check out the pool. I've been here 3 times and have not used the pool, so I had to go and use this amazing indoor pool at the JW Marriott. I absolutely love swimming, but I don't get to do it often enough. Then I went to enjoy the jacuzzi and spotted a Black woman, and then realized I actually know her. We met at an event in 2018. Me and Katrina talked for a little while. It was so cool to run into somebody that I knew here. What a coincidence. Then, of course, got a massage. And let me tell you, I love that she paid attention to the biscuits because that's where all my attention was. And that's why my lower back was hurting. Thank you so much, lady. After my massage, I went down to the bar and ran into my girl. Yes, I come here enough to have homies that work here. and she had my favorite drink made for me, and I sat down and did a little bit of planning for the month. I don't know about y'all, but I've been kind of slacking, to be honest with you. I've been so laser focused on routines and fitness, I've been slacking on other things. Anyway, headed to the airport because I was going to Dalat. I was able to get a little bit of work done on the airplane. I edited a video for YouTube, landed safely in Dalat. And let me tell you something I've started doing here in Southeast Asia is hiring a private driver. I like being able to show up and having somebody there to wait for me without having to look for cars or look for taxis. And Dalat was so much more chill. Like, I didn't hear one horn honk the whole ride to my hotel. Got to my hotel, and honestly, y'all, it was so freaking cute. There are actually no Marriott properties in Dalat, but I found this place on booking.com. So glad I did. I couldn't wait to see it during the daytime because it was too cute. And they had this little bed up top. I was so sad my daughter wasn't here. Anyway, Saturday morning, I rolled into the morning with a very slow day. I took my time. I stretched. Buddy Jeff Jenkins posted on Threads that he's got to really start taking time for himself in the morning before he gets into things. And I really think that's important to do. Take some time for yourself before you get to be productive. Anyway, got cute, went outside just so I can do some content creator stuff like this. And then went in, changed clothes, and got some work done. And then I got to go to a winery. I know when you think Vietnam, you don't think wine, but the city of Dalat is known for wine. So I did a bit of a wine tasting. I went strawberry picking. I actually did a lot of things. You'll have to stay tuned for me to post those individual things. Anyway, thanks for watching.